Welcome, guys, to day 2 of the leadership table, the leadership lock-in. So we're definitely gonna get started here today. Today we're gonna talk about a little bit more of understanding a little bit of leadership, right? It's only right if we do this the right way, right? So you guys can understand the 5 levels of leadership and understand the 6 levels of growth, right? These things both add up with each other to the perfect T. And I'm also gonna give you guys some nuggets to really understand where you guys are at. So I want to start with these questions first, right? I got these questions right here that I want to ask you guys, right? Because I understood that being here in this business, right? There's something that in my journey, this happened to me, right? And it happened to me, and I became aware of it the last 60, 90 days. And I started delegating roles within my business, right? I started, putting people to play that really were deserving of playing, and it's not just putting somebody at a pedestal when they're not ready for it yet. They have to earn that pedestal, They have to really show you that they have what it takes to really be on that play. You know what I'm saying? Be able to hit certain levels, not just levels within leadership, not just ranks, but hit certain levels within growth, And when I understood this actually, helped me a lot within my journey, because now I came to understanding that I have to understand, right? If this person, is in my business, right? If this person is within my mentorship circle, right? Who is working hard, right? That's the first question you got to ask yourself, right? Within the people that are around you, the people that are surrounded by you, right? Who is working hard right now? So ask yourself that question, right? Within the people you mess with in the daily basis, who's working hard in your organization, right? Where are you right now in your organization, right? Where are you in life right now, right? Now, ask yourself, what are you capable of doing? You know what I'm saying? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Okay. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are you capable of doing? What are you doing right now? Who's working hard, right? Who's working at that same level that you're working at? You know what I'm saying? They might not show it. They might show it sometimes, right? Or sometimes, people get to a level that they feel like, okay, I got these results. I could do this better than this person. Let me just go run my play. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, never forget about the person that got you there. You know what I mean? Because the person that got you there, that person is experienced. That person's been able to go through different circumstances, simulations in life, or within this journey, that they were able to show you exactly how to get there. Okay. Now, I want you guys to ask yourself these questions as well, right? These questions are personal, right? These are not questions that you guys could tell me about it, right? We could have a conversation about it, okay? Or we could just talk about it. You know what I mean? These are the questions I want you guys to ask yourself, right? First question: how did the culture at your last company empower or dispower you? That's the first question I want you guys to ask yourself, right? Why am I asking you this question? Okay, I'm asking you these questions because these questions right here would tell me a little bit more about you, of how do you understand things? How do you go about things? Okay, so how did the culture at your last company empower or disempower you? Okay. Question number 2. What were the characteristics of the best boss you ever had? What were the best characteristics of the boss you ever had, right? Third question. Describe how you handle a conflict with one of your coworkers. Number 4, what kind of feedback do you expect to receive in this role, and how often do you expect to receive it? Yeah, so number 3 was describe how you handle a conflict with one of your coworkers. Number 4, what kind of feedback do you expect to receive in this role? And how often do you accept to receive it? Did you guys get those questions? No? You going fast. I got you. First question. How did culture at your last company empower or this empower you? What were the characteristics of the best boss ever had? Describe how you handle the conflict with one of your. What kind of feedback do you expect to receive in this role? And how often do you expect to receive it? Okay, do we have all these questions, right? So these questions, guys, that I give you, I don't want you guys to think this is homework, okay? These questions right here, right? If you guys really look into the depth, right, into the ended goal of these questions, right? You guys will understand that these questions, when you ask yourself this, these questions to the people that just join your business, right? Because I understood this within leadership, okay? Within leadership, I understood that the attitude and the questions that we ask people build the relationship closer and closer with us so we can be able to run whatever goal and achieve whatever mission we have to achieve. Okay. So when we're building this thing, right, I'm gonna be honest, right? Today we was gonna start with the skill set, but I was like, bro, I haven't even got to ask them questions yet. I haven't even got the chance to really understand where they're really at, right? And there's a lot of people that just run trainings. There's a lot of people that just run this. There's a lot of people that just run that, but they don't really dissect the information so you guys can understand it, right? So here, not only are you guys going to learn, right, the way that I teach, okay? Just observe everything I do and just copy. And look at this. This is beautiful, right? This old woman in the room. Look at that. Running just like KD, right? This is lit. You know what I'm saying? So one thing, guys, I know, Emma, you just got here, but please just make sure that we stay on that chat, right? Make sure that we're on that chat, we're communicating with each other, because I'm gonna be honest, you guys are the roots and the seeds of your organizations, right? There's a reason why you guys are here right now. Doesn't matter if you're on my team, it doesn't matter if you're watching this on YouTube, right? Stalking me or studying me, right? It doesn't matter, because you guys are the roots, right? You guys are getting the information to get you to the next level, right? What worked for me, I'm here showing you guys the blueprint, okay? So going with those questions, right? This leads me to this message right here, right? I want to say this message to you guys because this message, right? It was one of my favorite chairmen that I was actually watching and observing and studying, right? This individual, you know, I study him to the T. You know, he's a chairman 250, Brandon Thompson. And I was on one of his calls, you know, and he said this message, and this message really, it hit me because it's true, right? And I don't want you guys to take this message personal, okay? So you can't create a leader, you can only activate one. So the question to you here today is, are you looking to get activated? Are you looking to get activated, or are you already activated? You feel me? Don't let that go over your head, right? So you can't create a leader, right? You can only activate one. Okay. But the question is, are you looking to get activated, or are you already activated? When he said that message, that was like, yo, hold up, right? I'm already activated. How many more do I activate now? You know what I'm saying? So then I started to understand the 6 phases of growth. You guys probably heard this training. You guys probably done this already, but I want you guys to understand, right? This is the first thing that you want to dissect before you understand where you're going within your leadership, where you're going within anything. Because the number one stage is the reflection phase, right? This is when people are telling you no. This is when people, when you're losing trades, this is when people are losing faith in you, right? This is when people don't understand. This is when people don't understand the things that you're doing, right? But let me tell you something. The 95% of the people that don't make it don't even pass this first stage, right? Some of you guys are here for your 90 days. Some of you guys are already here for your year plus, about to hit your first year. You guys already hit the first level of leadership, right? Second level leadership, some of you guys, third level leadership, some of you guys are here, right? So I want you guys to understand this, right? The reflections phase, it's okay to go through reflecting phase, right? I went through it. I go through it all the time. It's like a cycle, right? You hit that 6th level, boom, you come right back to the first. And it's just how you go about it, okay? Now, number 2 is the progression phase, okay? This is when everything is going your way. Every trade is hitting, right? All the ranks are hitting. Everybody in your organization is listening to you. They're duplicating yourself, right? You finish the academy, okay? You're seeing results, trading, you're compounding your account. You just put in a trade, you can turn your phone off, walk away, come back, it's in profits. You're like, yo, everything is going lit, right? This is the progress phase, okay? Now, don't get comfortable when this stage happens, because the fastest that you got there, the fastest that it gets taken away, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? There's sometimes that a person comes into our life, there's sometimes that we get in a position, or there's sometimes that, you know, things are just going our way and we really just get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if that happens, fam. It's okay, right? Because then we come into this stage right here, which is the result stage, right? When we grow, when we're growing everything, when we're helping others hit the ranks, right? And then people find you credible, right? People come to you asking you questions on a daily basis, like, yo, bro, how you did this? How you did that? Wow, this is like lit, right? But one thing that I'm gonna say to you guys in this stage, don't get overwhelmed, right? Be grateful at this stage. Be grateful at every stage that you guys are at, right? Because when you're grateful and you're more and you understand what grateful means, and you're speaking grateful out, you guys will understand, right? That in this level, things will be deserving for you. Things will just come your way, right? Things will just come your way. Circumstances, situations, people, right? Conversations, events, just comes your way, right? At this level. Now, level number 4 within the 6 phases of growth is the leadership phase, right? This is when people follow you for who you became, right? People are following you because what you have done to the organization. People have followed you now because you're a successful trader, right? People have followed you because you're starting to make a name for yourself, okay? Now, number 5 is the expert phase, okay? This is where duplication, it comes to its finest. This is when you bring inspiration to others. This is when the people see you as that chairman, as that chairwoman, right? This is the level where people are just, okay, bet, how did she do it? How did she get there? How did he get there? Okay, bet, let me study him, right? And this is when you guys, right? And this is something that, you know, I was able to, you know, organize myself, and I was able to really understand my journey, right? Everyone's journey is different, but we go through certain things in our journey that we can relate it back to somebody that's here right now today with us, right? That's there at that same stage with you. That's why it's always good for you to keep track of your success, right? I remember doing this activity with one of my leaders, and we drew out, right? She came in ball of fire, right? Came in with the ball of fire, made a really big decision. And when she made that decision, things started going backwards instead of forward. But she started to understand that, hey, when I keep track of my journey, right? When I keep track of it, I know exactly how was I feeling, what was going through my mind, right? What was going in my life at that period of time? What did I have to do? What was the lesson that I had to learn? Okay. And when you guys learn this, right? Well, this is the expert page, right? This is when duplication is to its finest. You guys could be able to relate this thing to other people, right? If you guys really, I study Jay-Z a lot, you know, Jay-Z is the first billionaire African-American, you know, and I study him to the T, you know what I mean? And he talks about it. He says, yo, I could tell you right now, what did I went through the last 12 months? I could tell you what I went through the last 24 months. You know what I'm saying? Like he just keeps tracks of his success. So me leading to you to this conversation leads to the legend phase as well, because you want to keep track of exactly what's going on in your organization, right? It doesn't matter if you got a placement, right? It doesn't matter if you got 50, 30, 40 people placed under you. You should know what is going on in your organization. You should meet every single person that's there. Conversations, right? Leading into another conversation. Follow them on Instagram. Build that relationship with them. Know exactly what's going on in your organization, because once you know what's going on in your organization, you know exactly who needs what and who needs who. You know what I'm saying? And what who can work with who can't work with who. You know what I mean? So once you understand this, then you hit the legend phase. The legend phase of growth is you have multiple successful stories that you've been able to create. You have a name for yourself. People follow you because of you, right? You've been able to duplicate yourself within a lot of people within the organization. Now you've been able to impact a lot of lives, right? Quantum leaps, okay? Now, that was the 6 levels of growth, okay? Can you go over the 4th? Okay, the 4th is leadership phase. This is when you hit a leadership role. People follow you because of what you have done to an organization, okay? Amazing. Sheesh. Yeah. 1 second. Okay, so the next thing, please send me the recording. The recording will be posted on YouTube. The recording will be posted on YouTube, guys. Because I know a lot of people had calls and stuff like that. There was other things going on. So I'm gonna post this on YouTube. I'm gonna post this right after this call. I'm almost done. So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about, right, is you guys understanding the 5 levels of leadership, right? I feel like a lot of people don't understand this, okay? And for you to be able to duplicate yourself into other people, you have to understand that there is 5 levels of this, okay? 5 levels of this, right? If you guys are getting value of this, drop some value in the chat for me, right? I'll take questions at the end, but let me get some value in the chat. If you guys are getting some value of this, right? Because this is very important, because if I just go straight into the 12 skills and you guys don't know, like, okay, damn, look, this is not working, the skill set, like, yo, like not understanding it. You guys, I want you guys to understand and really understand the levels of this, because this goes into depth. And it's true, you know, like I'm gonna be honest, you know what I mean? I have a lot of skill sets I was able to grow. My growth has been tremendously, and like I don't like talking about myself, but my growth has been crazy. You know what I mean? Because I go into really depth into this thing. And I want you guys to understand, to develop yourself as a leader, it takes time. And time is going to be your best friend, okay? And I want you guys to understand that, right? And I'm still learning things. Like I'm learning, you know, I learn from my mistakes all the time. I learn from my mistakes from others. I learned through my mentors. I learned through a lot of things, guys, right? And I listened to this message. KT was saying this morning in an audio I was listening to. And KT said, right, like we all go through phases in life, okay? We all do, right? But you are in control of the phase that you go through, right? Like right now, right? Let's say you're facing life right now. You're facing a lot of challenges every single day. You're facing a lot of things, right? And there's gonna be that one shiny obstacle that's gonna come to you, right? Which is the goal that you want. Okay, the goal that you want to achieve. Like no matter what, your depth and vision is there. You're going there. No matter what, you're gonna achieve that goal. You are, right? But there is another shiny object that comes, which is a distraction. Okay, and when this distraction comes, only you have that decision to make, which is if you want that distraction to keep going or you want the distraction. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm actually experiencing that distraction right now, right? This is this big ass goal that's coming. I see it. I see the quantum leap coming. I'm ready to receive it. I'm ready to accept it. And there's so many little distractions that come on the way, because guys, when something is deserving for you and it's going, you just have to make one decision and just wait for it and be patient and give it time. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be distractions, obstacles. Forget about those distractions. Let the distractions go. Because at the end of the day, you work so hard to achieve that big goal and to achieve that trophy, and that trophy is gonna come for you, right? Just because you're deserving of it. So the reason why I wanted to share that with you is because it adds up to all the levels that you guys are dealing with, right? I understand, right? I could say right here, I put in a trade, boom, I blew my account. Damn, but the next day, if I still do well on blowing an account, I could sit right here this next day and have my mental like right. And guess what's gonna happen? I'm thinking about winning. I'm gonna win. I'm always gonna win. So I want you guys to understand, no matter what circumstance situations you guys go through on a single daily basis, guys, just slow yourself down a little bit and just be grateful and deserving of the moment and the road that you guys are going to. Okay. So this leads me to this, right? The 5 levels within leadership. Okay. I want you guys to understand level 1 is a precision. Okay. People follow you because they have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you guys to feel like, yo, you have to be here. You don't want to be here. It's cool, bro. You do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? The precision level is the lowest level of leadership. I don't want you guys to ever feel like that. Like you're a precision leader. You know what I'm saying? You're not a precision. Okay. Number 2 is permission. Okay. This is where the relationship starts, right? People follow you because they want to. Okay. So you building relationships with people on a daily basis, right? And this is something that I want you guys to start trying in your organization. I like to say the word try, but you know, give it a shot. You know what I mean? Start building those relationships with people in your group chats. I know you guys are in Telegram. You know what I'm saying? There's probably like 50, 100 people plus in whatever team you're in your Telegram. Just start calling people, bro, on Telegram. I used to do that. When I first started here, I used to just call people just to say what's up. I used to send Telegram messages to people just to say hello, because you never know. Someone may look up to you, right? But when they get that one message from you, you're saying, hello, I'm grateful for you, or saying, hey, I hope all is well. If you need help or anything, just feel free to reach out to me. You probably made that person's day. That person probably needed to hear that. That person, you probably activated that person. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest, the mentee activates the mentor, okay? The mentee activates the mentor. There's sometimes there's some of my leaders that call me, or some of the new students, or some of my new sponsors that just got started call me, and they're like, yo, KD, this is they activate me because they inspire me. You know what I'm saying? They inspire me to keep going, right? And I'm gonna be honest, we're all humans. We go through things. Sometimes we need that phone call. We need that text. You know what I'm saying? So the next level is production, right? Results. People follow you because of what you have done to an organization. People have followed you for the results that you present on a daily basis, right? This is why it's always good for every single one of you guys to plug in and get results on a daily basis. Doesn't matter if you're getting results trading. It doesn't matter if you're getting results with building the business. It doesn't matter if you're creating another successful story for another person around you, right? Just make sure that you guys are plugging in and getting results on a daily basis so you could be able to get that feeling. Because when you get that feeling of getting results, it's a whole different level that you guys are going to move in, right? And you guys attract all different type of people, because now people look at results. People look at, oh, shoot, okay, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing that, right? That's why we talk about a lot of showing exactly what you guys are doing. Like if you're at a nice spot right now, you're out to eat, just post what you're eating. People love food. You know what I'm saying? Interact with your followers, interact with the people that are watching you on a daily basis, because you never know who's watching. Okay. Number 4, people development, right? It's the reproduction stage. Reproduction. People follow you because of what you have done to them. What are people talking about in the streets, right? Why does Drake, I'm gonna be honest, why does Drake throw every single song, and every single song is a smacker? Right? It's because Drake, he hit the level of developing, right? He knows how to develop himself through others. He knows how to speak through his words, through other people, right? So you guys got to be able to be a people developer. Number 5 is the pinnacle stage, right? This is the mastery. This is where like all the legends are, Matt Rosa, right? All the leaders that we look up to, Nano, who else? A lot of leaders, you know, David Meite at the pinnacle level, which is respect. You know, people follow you because of who you are and what you represent. Okay, this is the level that we all want to get to. Okay, but every level, you know, comes with a new devil. So we got to be ready to receive that devil when we get there. You know what I mean? Amazing, 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 amazing. Let's go. So with that being said, family, you know, those are I wanted to go over the 6 phases of growth, the 5 levels of leadership, and ask you guys those questions, because guys, look, I'm gonna be honest, right? We could sit here all day, right? We could sit here all day. I'm gonna be honest. We could sit here all day and work on these skill sets, but what's behind the skill sets, right? What's the growth that's going to happen between these skill sets, right? And I want to share my screen here real fast so I could just, I want to go over some things that I wrote down real quick with you guys. Just give me 1 second. Okay, perfect. They're right here. Okay. And this is something that, I want to go over with you guys because this is very important. This is very, very important. And this is the reason why we all got together. We all got together because we do want to develop these skill sets. We do want to be able to be duplicatable, right? And I want you guys to understand this real quick, okay? Okay, I want you guys to understand this. I want you guys to understand this real quick, right? I'm gonna have and delegate roles real quick. So, with launching, onboarding, I had a conversation with, this is actually what I learned from Matt Rose's call the other night. Matt Rose's call the other night, he said, no matter what you do, if you do little teams, you do little groups, always make sure you delegate a position, right? Make sure that you delegate and give somebody a role, okay? So, it's only right that we're all leaders here. This only right that, we're good at certain things and certain things we need to improve and work on. You know what I'm saying? But I want to delegate some roles real quick. You know what I'm saying? And, launching somebody, onboarding, Nicole and I, we sat down and we worked on a really cool project, and I don't want to take credit for it. I want to give her the credit because she was the one that really worked on this project and really saw different things that from a different perspective, like moving in the depth of vision, and that's something for you to have, something for you to like to understand at a very, like she's like 19 years old and she has this depth of vision of knowing how to run a corporation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like having that's impressive. Like she studies this thing. She loves this thing, right? And she was able, to come up with something really amazing and really awesome. And I just want to give, the flowers when it's due now. And this is something that we both, worked on, but mainly her, okay? So when we have our launch call onboarding, I'm actually going to do this call with Nicole. It's going to be Nicole and I. We're going to work on an onboarding and show you guys how to do it, right? The onboarding that we're going to do is not an onboarding of just, hey, look, download this app, download this, download that. No, it's going to be an onboarding where you guys are going to create an email, okay? You guys are going to create an email. There's going to be a certificate. There's going to be apps that you're going to be able to download. It's just going to make it nice and fancy. So people, like, I'm going to be honest, right? The last 20 something, 15 plus students that joined our investment group, those 15 plus students received that email and they're like, yo, bro, this is dope. What? Like, oh my God, this is amazing, right? And I've seen the level that we're moving in, right? It's different, right? But it's only right for all of us here to have a role, okay? It's only right for some of us here to delegate certain things, okay? So that's the first role, that I'm gonna give out. There's gonna be other different things that I'm actually gonna be giving out. So this first call, I want to call and we're gonna run a call. We're gonna sit down together and we're gonna go over the onboarding, okay? Real quick, who here has mastered a product? Who here has mastered a product within the academy?
I feel like I've mastered like SwipeCoin, like
Swipe.
this,
Okay.
like everything.
Bet. So I'm gonna have you when we run a call. You're gonna be running the SwipeCoin, so you can explain it. Okay. Who else has mastered a product?
I'm also studying the DeLorean right now as well. So, but that's like, I'm still studying it. I haven't mastered it, but I'm getting there.
Bet. Perfect. Let's do it. So I got the Delo. I got the SwipeCoin.
Yeah, with M on the Delo and Ignite. With still like mastering and applying, with like applying and like practicing and stuff, just not mastering it yet.
Okay, so this goes back to this, guys, right? So the learn. Did you learn it? Did you apply it? Did you get results? And did you teach it yet? You know what I'm saying? So if you guys got all three of these, you could definitely run that call. You know what I'm saying? So if you're still just getting results of it, still mastering, let's keep getting better at it. You feel me? So the reason why I want some of you guys, give me 1 second. Let me get my card. So the reason why I would love, for one of you guys to run this, because it's only right, that there's leaders here and there's everybody else stepping up to the plate and running a different call. You know what I'm saying? So I would love for like anybody to step up that has really gotten the results and gotten this and gotten everything of one of these skill sets. So we could be able, to delegate it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the coolest thing, that you're stepping up to the plate, uncomfortable, boom, and showing that you did it. So those are the two so far that I want to have for everyone that's here. These two skill sets, knowing how to onboard and then mastering the product so far right now. Okay. So the next thing that we're gonna do, that's gonna be it for the call here today, guys. I did ask you guys a couple questions in the beginning that I would love for you guys, to ask these questions on yourselves, and it was something that as well that I got from Ray Rice. I did it on myself too. Everything that I preach and everything that I talk about, guys, I do it on myself first. I get the results and I do it, and then I preach it to you guys. And he said this, he said something like, whatever you input, you must receive an output. Congratulations, by the way, fam. It's 2:00. And whatever you put in an input, you definitely are looking for an output. You know what I'm saying? So like whatever you put in, you must give out. You know what I'm saying? So like that goes with this, right? That goes with the things that you guys are doing every single day, right? So I want you guys to understand this, okay? I want you guys to understand the education that you're learning on a daily basis, plus the results that you're receiving, is going to equal the application you guys are actually putting to get this information and get these things out there, okay? So remember, the education, you guys just got educated here right now. Some of you guys here on this call probably got activated. You know what I'm saying? So now, plus the results that you're going to get right after this call, it determines on the application that you guys are actually going to put in right after this. You know what I'm saying? Because I could sit here all day, right? But if I'm not there in the field, I'm not doing the things that I'm preaching about. What am I actually applying? What am I actually doing, right? What am I actually outputting out there? You know what I'm saying? And it all starts with the questions that I asked you guys, because you guys want to be able to understand yourselves. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to understand what type of leader you want to be, okay? What are you preaching? You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be honest, right? My social media, I'm about to change my whole social media around. Right? I've been working on this for like the last 30 days, just working on my social media just a little bit and switching things around. So people reach out to me with a big question mark, like, yo, what do you do? You know, like I noticed, I was like, yo, everybody over here just promotes. But what's really the intention of promoting? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really promoting out there? You know what I'm saying? So like, what's out there outside of IM? You know what I mean? So like, I want you guys to understand that everything that you guys are receiving in, make sure that you guys are putting out. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, the education plus the results equal the application. So definitely put that application in. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'm gonna stop the recording and I'm gonna ask if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to just unmute yourself and let's get it.